And that should sound just, yeah, that looks like it's in the perfect area. So, all right, cool. So, hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, July 20th. It is 1:02 p.m. I was messing with audio settings for like 30 minutes, even though I thought everything was perfect, but here we are. Today, um, I'm going to be going over the Smithy by Day trailer, kind of what we've been up to, and what we're doing in the future. We're doing a Discord call right now, and I'm going to hop back into it. And for some reason, my camera isn't working both on Discord and OBS, so y'all get the y'all get the camera, and no camera for the Discord people. Y'all will have to wait for that when it comes out. All right, when the recording comes out. All right. All right, hello, hello. All right, cool. So, basically what I'm going to do, I have a list of topics to my left. There we are. And so, I think basically what I was planning to do, guys, is I'm going to go through the trailer. I'm just going to play the trailer and then go shot by shot, kind of talk about the trailer, talk about some other stuff. If anyone has any questions, we can answer them as we go. Feel free to interrupt at any point. And just making sure my OBS is looking good. OBS is looking fine. All right, cool. Um, Quality 1080. Doubtful, but that's fine. And yeah, let's get it started. Turn the volume just a little bit down, and cool. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go over it once straight, and then go shot by shot. Cool. Oops. All right. So let's start from the beginning. And I'm gonna mute this as well. Cool, cool, cool. Discord's good. All right. Awesome. So, intro shot. Not OBS can see my mouse, right? That would be yes. All right, perfect. Um, so intro shot. We don't have that much going on. We have basically kind of the background we've been working on. We have the furnace right here where you heat ingot or ore into ingots. So like you mine some iron ore, put in the furnace, and then it becomes a bar of iron. That goes there, and then you have either a. So we're going to skip a little bit. Ooh, preview has fit. There we go. So either a you can take the ingot straight from the furnace into the anvil and hammer it out into like a sword or whatever you're wanting to do. Or B, you can dunk it in the water tank and add it back into your inventory. Also, again, the water trough, you either put like hot ingots in there, or you put hot ingots in there, or put like blades you've been hammering or whatever to finally cool them down. And yeah, it's basically it's not like a hard station, as in like you don't really interact with it. It's just like put thing in inventory, and then there's like an animation that you put in the water and then put it back in your inventory. We have the anvil right here, and that is where you can. We're not sure how we want to do it to where if after you pull something out of the furnace, you decide on what item you want to make, or maybe you do that at the anvil and you just like click and drag from the furnace to the anvil, and then like a UI pops up and it shows what kind of items you want to make. So, but yeah, basically, anvil is the first stage of like the actual item production. This is like adding furnaces, adding stuff to your inventory. Anvil is hammering them out. We got some nice background right here. I took a higher res screenshot of this wagon and sign the other day. Um, this I believe is the part of the work in progress UI we're doing of like your inventory, and I think it's literally right here. Yeah, I think that this is just like if you were to zoom in, this is what you would see because I know the tarot cards are in a different scene. And yeah, so that's pretty much it from that scene. This is work in progress UI. This is kind of the elements we want. Basically, long story short, is like there are to the right there are X amount of different ingots you can make. Um, and so let's say there are 9 total unlockable ingots. So we have like iron, gold, bronze, whatever. And so you know the recipes for these 3, so you click on it, and you can have like let's say you have 6 coal, you have like 6 out of 3 or 5 out of 3 iron, whatever. And so you'll notice on the left there's star ratings to everything, like 3 star, 1 star, 2 star, and whatever. And I'm gonna skip forward just a little bit. Oh, I guess the mouse moves. And so you can like auto select the best, meaning let's say you have this would be coal and this would be iron. Let's say you have 3 star, as in the example, you have 3 star iron ore and 2 star coal. It'll automatically select those two, and combine it. We assign like different values to it, and this will be explained a little bit later. But we assign different values to each star rating. So if you put like a 3 star, 1 star, and a 2 star into the ingot, you'll probably get like a 2 star. And what that does with the crafting system is it basically starts you at a higher value, like it's less likely to break. Like the higher the star value is, the less likely it is to break, and the higher the quality is, and the quality basically is sell value. And I will jump. Maybe that's the next scene. No, we'll go. Okay, so this is the tarot cards. So you see right here, we have the projected stats. It's 2 star. We might even take it out. But we have the quality here, which is essentially just translate quality to sell value. We might do something really simple that like quality is just a multiplier. So like 100% is a 2x multiplier, and it just multiplies like that by star rating times whatever the item you're crafting. So like a 10 star iron sword is going to be like 5 gold base times 10 stars times 2 or something like that. Or like obviously like the higher quality, or sorry, the higher tier materials you use, the bigger the higher the sell value. But yeah, basically the quality is just sell value. That's the important part for this. And the higher the base stars that you do going into the crafting, the higher these base numbers will be at the start. So let's say you have a 10 star that might start your integrity at 100, but your quality at like 75% or something. And the tarot cards, basically the purpose of them is to get integrity up to 100 and quality as high up as possible to increase the sell value as much as possible. I talked a lot about the tarot cards initially, so I'm just gonna kind of brush over them a little bit. But basically, nope, cool. But basically, long story short, um, let's say there's 4 different stations before you finally crafted the sword. At each station, you'll have like 3 different cards you can pick from that that affect the sword in different ways. Most of them will like just increase quality at the expense of integrity, or vice versa, increase integrity at the expense of quality. And integrity is just the percent chance that it'll break. So 100%, 0% chance to break. At 70%, 30% chance to break. And right here at 30%, it'll have a 70% chance to break. Makes sense? And so basically, if you want to like super gamble and risk a lot of integrity to increase sell value, you can do that. Or you can just play it safe and always have integrity at 100%. Or maybe we can do something cheesy like at 100% integrity, everything has like a 99% chance to be successful, and at 0%, it has only like a 1% chance to be successful. So there's always like little bit of randomness as well, a little bit of random annoyance or random like, oh my god, it still worked, or that kind of thing. But we'll see. But yeah, that's basically the core numbers. We can also do stuff, or at least we've been discussing doing stuff like, oh, one of the cards will make it so like it'll return like resources, or like when you go to the enchantment table, it doesn't like take like you can do an enchantment for free, or like it speeds up your assembly time, or like it's already sharpened or something like that. So we've been discussing a lot of card design, but we'll see what happens when we're getting closer to release, close to the demo, and when we're fleshing out the tarot card system a little bit more. Click there, cool. And yeah, that's basically it for that. Since we're here, I'm going to just let this play out essentially. And so we pick one, and then it goes from I think it was 30% integrity. Did I? Yeah. So it goes from 30% integrity, 40% to 70% quality, 35%. So yeah, that's basically how they would work. And also it lowers your EP. These are your effort points. And so there's a lot of ways we can design it, but just think of EP as like energy or mana. So this one costs 0 mana, this one costs 20 mana, that one that we just played cost 10 mana. All right, cool. Then we're going back. Basically this is our mock turns. Essentially, like how we have turns right now is every turn is like 5 or 10. I forget what we have designed, but every turn is let's say 5 minutes long. And so skipping forward 20 minutes would be skipping forward 4 turns, or we can just have it to where it's minutes. And we just have it in 5-minute increments, and we don't even need to add turns anywhere. But basically, one of the big draws of SBD is that let's give an example. There we go. So the clock is frozen right here, and you can move around whatever. If you didn't want to start hammering, you can put the ingot back or whatever. And so there's a lot of free movement, and the clock stays still. And then after all 3 of your guys are busy at work, you can skip forward however long you want, and they'll go like, let's say hammering takes 60 minutes, so you skip forward. Oh, perfect, 2 hours. So let's say hammering takes hour and 20 minutes. You skip forward 2 hours, but someone has been, I don't know, like enchanting, and that only has 60 minutes left, so it'll pause after an hour, and now now Vana the mage will be able to be activated, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then again, you have free movement, whatever she can move around, grab something else to do, and the clock doesn't continue moving. And I personally really like turn-based stuff. It's not stressful for me. It's pretty relaxing. I get to strategize for however long I want, think about my turns. I don't have to constantly be microing the pause button every time I want to think of something. And yeah, I really like it. I haven't seen a a shop manager that is turn based. I've been looking for one. So yeah, I think we have something pretty original, and yeah, we're liking it. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Why is it loading? Okay, cool. Mm. All right, cool. What else we got? So we have that. We have the sharpening wheel. That's the sharpening wheel, by the way. That's one of the stations that you use your tarot cards at. Just a conversation with Vana and Evoro. Um, yeah, there's not much. This is just another room. I might take screenshots of it. Basically, the only thing unique about this room is this is where the tarot card where we have the tarot card mini game framed. Um, we have many ideas of how the tarot cards might work to where like, oh, you're at an anvil and tarot cards pop up. Does like Avoro take out like a magic tablet or a magic cloth or something, and the tarot cards um hover over that, or maybe like the camera just like zooms into another thing and the cards are always there or something. So we're kind of figuring out how to design that as well. But yeah, that's that. All right. We went through the tarot. Oopsie. Went through the tarot cards. Cool. Amazing. Um, talk about some story stuff of like, oh, maybe the way the cave is introduced is like day one you don't have access to the cave. Day two, oh hey, this is when we had the blacksmith name as Lawrence for the placeholder. We need to change that. But yeah, maybe there's a little bit of storyline. A lot of the story is going to be told through the characters. It's not going to be like a lot of cutscenes and stuff, or like the cutscenes are going to be like a zoom in of like this of like Avora saying like, hey, I think we should get I saw like some iron in those caves next to us. You should get some. And like that's how the story progresses, or like maybe the Duke comes in, or like a local count or baron or something comes in and says like, "Hey, do this," and then like I'll give you a permanent upgrade to your shop or something like that. All right. This is just a different shot. Yep, cool. Um, this I actually don't have much to say about this UI. Just again, like here's the star ratings. Maybe like there's different colors to kind of say like, oh yeah, 1 and 2 stars are like grayed out, 3 and 4 stars are like green, 5 and 6 are like kind of yellowish, and like 10 stars like red or purple or something. Like yeah, the purple sword or 7 stars is like purple, whatever. So kind of like that idea. And yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff we can do in UI. Show like how much stuff you made, how much stuff you sold, etc. Here's your completed quest. You completed like 9 customer quests, which is like a customer comes in and says they want something, or I'm gonna cite a different game like Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator. Like some customers are like they recently introduced like Dave the Diver into the game, and like, oh, I need to catch fish. Can you give me like a potion that makes me strong to catch fish? And then like instead of just having like 3 different like, oh, I need to like be able to breathe underwater, oh, I need to do this, it's not like a recycling 3 things. Like next time he comes into the potion shop, he has like a new quest. And so like we can kind of do customers like that where we have like, oh, if you refuse this customer, they'll keep asking for the same thing, and then after you're done, um they'll ask you for like a new thing. And so we'll have like generic customers and like unique customers and something like that. And so actually, I'm going to skip forward talking about customers. um so Example of a customer. Mage, my sword just snapped in two. I'd like a new one. So customers can come in and just ask you like, oh, Mage, like my sword is dull. Can you sharpen it? And you just like go to the sharpening wheel, sharpen it, get a fee. Cool, great. The other thing is like, um, we want to do something similar to, instead of like, hey, my sword snapped in two. Like either A, can you make a new one? And you can make like any type of sword, or like B, maybe, hey, I want a sword and like I'm willing to pay up to 100 gold or something. So you can make a sword for like 70 gold. Or like 80 gold. Maybe we can have a bartering system. Who knows? We'll see. Or B, have a customer like, I don't really like swords anymore. Could you make me like a new weapon? And you can give them like any weapon that isn't a sword. So you've made like you started making like a bunch of axes and stuff, and spears, and like no one's been asking for spears. So you have like a stockpile of spears that you can just give the customer for that, or you can have customers wait. We'll also have customers with more specific requests might just drop off the request, or we had an idea of like making a mail system where like people put like write down requests at the end of the day, and you can like see those requests and say like, oh, I'll be back in 3 days, um and then just have like that item ready in 3 days or something like that. um that's that. That's the UI. um super random thing about caving, we haven't designed around the resource gathering that much. All we know is you're gonna go in a cave, you're gonna get some resources, and come back with those resources. That's the name of Smithy by Day. You smith by day, you gather the resources at night. um that's pretty much it. I don't have much to talk about for the resource gathering at this moment. um Anything else? Nope. Here's Oh yeah, one last thing. The I did weight painting on mostly Avoro. I think I barely touched Vana, but weight painting is like, so if I raise my hand like this, also my clothing will raise a little bit, and oh my god, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It was so frustrating. um, it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of tutorials, and we got it to work somehow. Just like putting a bunch of settings, and it looks really good. And with the model, like we can change the outfit, and the weight painting should still translate. I'm super happy with how it came out. So how the I didn't do the rigging. Um, I think Jotapan did that. And then we did, or I did most of the weight painting for Avoro and just a little bit for Vana, and it came out pretty good. Yeah, so like, there's no crazy motion in any of the clothing, and there definitely was. Oh my god, especially the this walking animation. The boots were very hard to do as well, and were very wacky. Very glad that worked out. Anyway, wishlist on Steam. Wishlist on Steam right now. Give us the wishlist. Wishlists are very important. But yeah, that's that. Again, if anyone has any questions, y'all are welcome um to ask them, to interrupt at any point. But what do we have? So we talked about the trailer, wish list. What's next? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll briefly, since I said wish list. Basically, right now the two biggest things, um, or I get yeah the biggest thing I'm doing right now is trying to get wish lists. So I'm doing a bunch of social media posts, social, like on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Reddit mostly, or entirely basically, and like on our Discord, on our Steam page as well. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And I think a big thing, I'm not going to open Unreal because it is going to explode my computer and recording. So I will just say that Jotapon made me a custom camera, and basically what that means is like when you start playing the level, I can change the let's see, I can change the viewpoint. So when the level starts, so let's say Oh, let's say from here. These are where the tarot cards are, right? So let's say when the level starts, my personal viewpoint is here, but then I change the viewpoint to right here, right? And then I can take a screenshot from this viewpoint, and it'll be higher res. It'll be great, and I can very minorly tweak the camera to yeah, to to look at different stuff. And yeah, it's really good. I'm very happy with it. I've never had the ability to do this before, to be in Unreal and take high res screenshots of stuff. Very happy with it, and y'all will be getting some good high res screenshots of stuff. Um, so yeah, that's that. We got the trailer. What's next? I think basically the only thing I'm gonna say about what's next is we're the biggest thing we're working on is we're slowly working toward a demo. Can't say any ETA on that, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a demo out. That's one of the biggest things for everyone to actually like see what I'm saying and like actually like play with the game. Be instead of having to visualize it, you could actually like see exactly what's going on. And we're discussing something else that I can't talk about right now. And yeah, those are kind of the two big things we're looking at. That's that. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Nope, that's about it. Again, we do these talks. You know, like once every few months or so. Everyone's welcome to hop into the Discord, ask questions and whatnot. Also in the Discord, like we are super responsive. I have Discord on my phone, so I see the Oh, hello, who joined? Holy, it's the developer himself. It's Jodapon. Yeah, we do these. We do this every few months. You're welcome to hop in the Discord. We're super responsive to any messages you have. Well, I'll answer the best of my abilities, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for coming. Again, I have Discord on my phone. I have Discord on my computer. So whenever someone messages a question, I'll answer it. And yeah, thanks so much, and I will see you again.